NBA prize picks for Saturday, November 4th. I'm Sniper from DFS Army, crushing Flex Friday yesterday at DFS Army. The YouTube plays did miss. This pick almost goes 6 for 6 until we get a 5 for 5 with a push in there. Kevin Looney under, never a sweat. Chet Holmgren, Giannis Antetokounmpo, DeMar DeRozan, Timo Meyer. A lot of less thans in NBA. And Timo goes off 7 shots on goal. So I'll take $20 into 200 just about any day of the week. Before we get into today's picks, do me a favor. I'm going to start something new. In the comments, let me know what your favorite prize picks play of the day is. If I can go and grab it, I'm going to grab a few throughout the day. And we're going to kind of just track those separate from the DFS Army plays. We'll try to start doing YouTube plays just from you guys in the comments. Appreciate the interaction. Smash that like button. Let me know what your favorite play of the day is. And hopefully you can make us and everybody else some money. I'll post in the comments what I am going to run when that is all set. So let me know what you guys got. And I'll let you know what we have here, the DFS Army Proptimizer. Just jump right into it. I'm going to try and build a 5 or 6 pick today. We're going to build a big ticket using a DFS Army Proptimizer. I really want to start leaning on this tool. The research is great and it's interesting and it's important, but these tools help. You can use math and projections that we have to help you crush prize picks. So just NBA, by the way, the Proptimizer, you got access to NFL. Coach Will dropped a video for NFL plays, and I know MLB just wrapped up. The NHL projections are off and hot. You saw the Timo play in there. So make sure you get in DFS Army and on Prize Picks. All the links for that are down below. Play number 1, though. So let's just roll right through on how I would use the Proptimizer. Jason Tatum. The prize pick line is 4.5. The general consensus line is 5.5. Our projection is 4.25. Well, you want to play the over. The projection is under. Pass. It's that simple. There's plenty of more on the board. We don't have a projection right now for Grayson Allen, so I'm going to pass on that. Davion Mitchell. Points under 10.5 points. Books are about 9.5, or set at 9.5, which is good for us, and our projection is at 9.46. I do like this play, but I did notice that there's also Davion Mitchell points and assists less than 15.5. The line is 14.5, and DraftKings is pretty much a straight pick 'em here, and our projection here is even lower, 13, just updated, but 13.5. I'm going to run Davion Mitchell less than 15.5 points and assists. We get some odds value. Our projection is lower. DFS Army tools make it that easy. Davion Mitchell, points and assists less than 15.5. Take a quick peek at the PRA here. I know the PRA is slightly different, but you get an idea. Really, you can probably call it 3 and 2 under for the points and assists line as well. I'm kind of assuming because they don't have the last 5, and last 5 is just the last thing to kind of look at. If somebody's super hot, maybe you pass, but I'd rather rely more on odds and projections that have more into it than just the simple data of last 5. I'm going to scroll back up because we jumped down a little bit with the Davion Mitchell play. Jaylen Brown, the prize pick line and the odds indicate more, but the projection's under. Pass. Jordan Clarkson, 16.5 points. The line is set at 15.5 pretty much everywhere. And we are projecting him at 15.4 against Minnesota. Jordan Clarkson, less than 16.5 points. Just don't make sure he's not on fire. He's cleared the last 2 games, but again, it's not like it's 5 in a row. This is where I think people can get tripped up. I think Minnesota plays better defense than Orlando and even Memphis. I'll be interested to see how the numbers shake out later in the year. But I'm going to play Jordan Clarkson. I'm going to follow the odds here. Go less than 16.5 points. The other thing the Proptimizer does that people don't like to do is play these less thans. Everyone, they like to play more. It's more fun to root for a more than a less. I don't give a shit. I just want the math. Valanciunas, more on the points, more on the odds, I should say, less than the projection. Pass. Same thing with Jordan Collins. Pass. Kristaps Porzingis. Pass. Tyrese Maxey. Pass. And this is what's good about the Proptimizer. There's a lot of odds-based plays that tools would give you that are just not good plays when you factor in the projection. Did the Davion Mitchell play? Jaylen Brown, same thing. Projections just not quite lining up. Finally, we got one that looks like it does. Harrison Barnes, more than 14.5 points plus assists. Line is at 15.5 pretty much everywhere. Some even straight plus 100, minus one. It's basically a pick 'em. It's there's not a ton of juice on the under here, I should say. We are projecting him just over at 15.67. So let's find Harrison Barnes more than 14.5 points plus assists. We'll just look at the points prop real quick. I know popped off against the Jazz, but otherwise he's been down. Last time out 14 points, his highest scoring game since the pop off. I'll go ahead and I'll play the. Actually, we're on the more here. So to readjust myself here, points 8, 10. This is just the points. I'd be interested to see. There's only a one assist difference here between. Oh, it's the Rockets. That's why it's like that. So lower scoring against the Lakers and the Warriors. Well, the Warriors and the Mavericks last night played zero defense. Zero. The game was ridiculous. But he bounced back in the second game here against the Warriors. Houston is a good matchup here. We'll go more than 14.5. I will trust the odds on this one. I got to tell you, my first inclination was the under with some of these low numbers. But again, last 5 is the last thing I look at. I'd rather point myself here to the projection and to the odds. Vegas knows better than last 5, period. End of story. Kristaps Porzingis, less than 8.5 rebounds. Straight line here, no bumps. This is the line we're looking at, minus 135. Kind of the bottom of what I want to look at. And I do, DraftKings is my favorite book to look at. PointsBet being at minus 145 is interesting. Some more value here. And our projection has him under 8 rebounds. So I'll go ahead and I'll put in Porzingis less. Did not spell my man's name right, or did he get ripped off the board? Be very interesting here that he is not on the board. I'm going to just scroll down, see. Could be some injury news. Porzingis no longer on the board, so we'll skip down here. Mark Williams' projection doesn't line up. Same thing with Van Vliet. Jabari Smith Jr., another underplay. I know you guys love unders, right? I just like money. Jabari Smith, less than 15.5 points plus assists, projected at 14.7. The lines are, 1 under. When the lines are 1 under, I know people don't think it's a big deal. It throws off the odds. We have math to help you kind of correct that here in this middle column. And it just becomes more and more important. Odds and projections, 15 versus 14.5. It's a big difference. How many times have you been hooked? So go ahead. We'll put back in Jabari Smith Jr., 15.5 points plus assists. See what the point totals looked at. He's got right around this point number. But again, he's not 5 in a row. So last few over, expect a correction back down, I think more towards his average. Last 5 is one of those things I pull up just because people like to look at it. I know I've said it a bunch. Herter, the projection is not there. We got to go to page 2 of the Proptimizer. Hopefully get one in the lineup. We're down into the orange, but the math. We got 4 plays right now. You need 5. 5 or 6 is the optimal place to be on Prizepicks in terms of getting value for your money. So we're going to go into the orange. We're going to find one play here. Hopefully we find one that works. He's barely orange by like 0.06. It's Austin Reeves, more than 13.5 points. Caesars being the inflated line makes me want to pass on this. Honestly, DraftKings at minus 130. I'm going to poke around, see if they can find one a little bit better than Austin Reeves. Kevin Durant. Excuse me if you heard that cough. Kevin Durant, less than 7 rebounds. I think this is going to be the 5th play here. I prefer this to get the push on 7, projecting him at 6.71. DraftKings line, a little bit of juice there. Let me just poke around, see if there's anything else jumping jumping out at me crazy. You know what? Rather than the push play, I'm going to go down one more. I lied. You can play Kevin Durant. I think that's fine. I'm going to go Tyrese Haliburton. Less than 21.5 points. 20.5 is the line. Basic pick 'em. We're projecting him right at 21. It's a really tight play. Definitely the least confident of the 5. But that's what I'm going to roll here. We'll check out the last 5 for you guys. Hey, the last 5ers finally like something. We're going to go less than on a play that he has gone under in each of the 5 games. And the math points that way. So try to win our 10X. Here's our recap. Pop that like button. Make sure you drop something in the comments so we can do a YouTube community play. Davion Mitchell, less than 15.5 points plus assists. Jordan Clarkson, less than 16.5 points. Harrison Barnes, more than 14.5 points plus assists. Jabari Smith Jr., less than 15.5 points plus assists. Tyrese Haliburton, less than 21.5 points. Make our play. Lock that in. That's what I got for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed the content. I decided to go full screen so you guys could read a little better. I know all the promo stuff's around. Just check out the links for anything promo related. Hit the like button. Make sure you give a comment so we can do a community play. We'll start tailing that, and I'll post for you guys when I decide to make it. Hopefully we get to 5 or 6. If it's a pair the first day, that'll just be what it is. That's what I got for you today. And it's your daily reminder that whether or not you are a DFS Army member, you probably should be. And click that link below for 20% off with your code SNIPER20. But either way, good luck in those contests, and I will see you next time.